Well, I got to ask you this question now because it comes up. You have material, information, but you have 20th century people that come to this material with presuppositions. Can history, straight out, lead us to the conclusion that Jesus was God, he did the supernatural, miracles took place, etc.? Or does something have to happen before we approach that material? Because a naturalist would say, hey, if I see the miracles, they didn't happen because miracles don't happen. How would you advise people to look at these texts?
It's a good question, and I think it's an important question for our day, because I think most people do approach the Bible and they go, this is pretty unusual stuff. And the fact is it is. And in fact, that's the point. The fact that it's unusual is the point. You know, virgin births don't happen every day. And the reason God did it this way was to mark Jesus out as unique, as special, so that Joseph finds himself in the dilemma of having this girl that he's betrothed to who's pregnant. He knows he's not responsible. In his mind, that leads to only one conclusion. Some other guy did this. Now there has to be an explanation for why that doesn't work. And the interesting thing is, in thinking about, that states it positively, thinking about it negatively, you have to come to the view of, does the alternative explanation make sense? Let's work with the virgin birth. I think it's a problem to say that the early church created a cover-up for an illegitimate Jesus, because someone would have known that birth was illegitimate. And if there really was a belief that Jesus' birth was illegitimate, he never would have gotten out of the starting blocks as the Messiah, as the holy, chosen Messiah of God. Now, there was the rumor going around that he was illegitimate. That's true. But that's a naturalist explanation for the phenomena that we see. That's Joseph before God talks to him. On the other hand, to see that God did this, or at least to hold open the possibility that God did this, makes sense of the effect, not just of Jesus' birth, but of his entire ministry. And the real answer to your question is that it is the effect of these events that we see on the people around them that is the best historical argument for these events being historical.